Hello and welcome to episode 22 of TGIF. I had planned to do a morning coffee compilation, but I need to get my pictures and movies a little more organized. So instead, I decided to do a flashback with some of the various visitors that I've had between recently and some nice memories from 2023. So here we have a heron that landed on my neighbor's roof, and the opossum coming to visit and eat, yes, the cat kibbles, which are a favorite with many, and a little baby groundhog that I got to watch grow up last year. So I'm hoping we have some again that I get to enjoy this year. This was a capture of the moon last year, and I know it was last summer because the sweet peas are up and over the trellis. So I'm really hoping the weather does well for them this year, and that will mean lots of bees and lots of enjoyment over the summer months as I look out my living room window. I know JP told me the name of this bush when I featured it in a video a while ago. This is from last summer, and I really love this particular plant. Not only do the birds hide in it and enjoy it, the bees enjoy it. I haven't noticed the hummingbirds on it, but it does bloom twice a year. Last year, not so much, but again, the weather here's been unusual. So I'm hoping we get to see two full blooms this year. This is the opossum. I don't see them often. They show up now and again. And like everybody else, of course, he stops at the bird bath for a drink, comes boogieing up the walkway and up onto the deck to, yes, eat the cat kibbles. This is summer 2023. I love when this tree comes into, I guess, bloom, you could call it. It's a type of sumac, and these don't stay. They end up turning into different leaves and things, but the bees absolutely love them, which makes me happy. I have my lamb's ears, which also make the bees happy with their beautiful purple flowers. The gazebo that we repurposed because the top didn't really work out that well, so we switched it. So we turned this into the bird feeding area. My husband hung a post here, and then we have the two feeders off the side, which makes it so much easier to clean underneath it. And I'll actually need to get the rototiller out soon and get that cleared up this year. But yes, this is a view of my backyard in the summer when the trees are all full and things are growing, and I'm really looking forward to that. As I said, everybody comes to eat the cat kibbles, so here's the skunk having a munch. The opossum comes up to eat there as well, as to the blue jays, and yes, sometimes even the cats. And yes, even the little groundhogs. Last year was the first time I saw them actually eating the cat kibbles, and this little guy is under one of the lower decks. They hang out underneath, so I got to watch him play around for a bit. He was just sitting and wondering what was going on, whether it was safe to stay. Hello. So cute. I managed to capture this last summer. This is lovage and a monarch caterpillar. So I've noticed the monarchs really enjoy the lovage. I grow it out front. They get nice and tall. They're right near the sweet peas, so they may go and munch there as well. I've only had a chance to see a monarch chrysalis once, but I do enjoy watching the butterflies flitting around, and I have what the oh, why can't I think of it right now with the pink flowers? Not gold, milkweed. There we go. So that's a favorite, and that's also out front. So the monarchs are quite happy. Managed to capture, I believe this is a blue heron, landed on my neighbor's roof and just kind of sat there for a little bit till I got a few pictures. And it was fascinating to see. I've only seen two. The other landed on our fence a number of years ago, and we don't have a lot of water around the area where I live, so this was definitely an amazing capture. This again is the sweet peas out front. This is another angle with the trellis, and of course the bees love it when the flowers are in bloom. And I also have them down the side of the house, so I'm really looking forward to that coming again because, of course, the bees are super important for pollinating our plants. Little snail, I know some people think it's not a good thing, but I'm okay with them. They all have a part to play in the ecosystem. And the shells are always, I have two different kinds. There's this type of shell and another that's more beige. And it's always fascinating when you find them so teeny tiny as well. Here is a raptor, a red tail, I believe, because you can see a little bit here. And he or she is just hanging out above the bird feeder, and it was just a fluke that I happened to notice that she was sitting up there, but the birds definitely knew near the feeder. Can always tell because the area clears out pretty quick. As I said, the kids decided they were taking the day off, so Zena spent, of course, her day comfy in her chair on her favorite blanket. Tiki, of course. Oh, I work so hard, just exhausted. And then, of course, some playtime and more exhausted. So they enjoyed their day off. Panther, on the other hand, is always a busy boy. So he spent part of the time reading. Then, of course, he wanted a snack. And then he passed out. So here he's working at trying to get his book open and so he can read it. Mom, some help. Then, of course, he needs help in the fridge. Can't reach. I want a snack. And then, like I say, snooze time on the coffee table in other homes, cat table in our house. Thank you so much for the gift of your time and joining me through this little walk down memory lane. Looking forward to some of my plants and things coming back into bloom and filling up in the yard, waiting to get back outside to get some of that gardening done. In the meantime, take good care.